have agreed in a principle to hold a summit regarding the standoff over Ukraine. A White House statement released last night said that the meeting will take place only if Russia does not invade Ukraine. All right, we definitely are keeping our eyes on that. And also, the national average price for a gallon of gasoline went up another 4 cents.
Wow.
That's about 90 cents higher than a year ago. The increase is blamed on the ongoing crisis at the borders of Ukraine. A Russian invasion is expected to lead to a severe economic sanction, and that would disrupt the flow of natural gas and oil from Russia.
Look, I don't know about any of that. All I know is I used to pay, what was it, 40, I think, to fill my tank. Then it went to 50. Now we're pushing like 62, something like that. So
I know.
That's all I know. I don't know about no border, Ukraine, like all that. All I know is it went from 40 to 50 to 60. Can we get a little bit of relief? Just a little bit. And on my way, out and about yesterday, for the first time, I saw, how they have the signs up and it'll be like regular, 87, 89, 93 or whatever. For the first time, it had like 3 something. It was like 350 or 60. Mm-hmm. And then the 89 and 93 were both 4 something. For the first time, I've seen like where there's 2 4s.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not good.
I don't know if I'm into all that.
It's not good. Now, Queen Elizabeth does have COVID-19. She did test positive. She's 95 years old. She celebrated her 70th anniversary on the throne earlier this month. And she says that she's just going to keep calm and carry on. Now, a shortage of computer chips has led to a shortage of new cars that American automakers can deliver to showrooms. And that means higher prices for car buyers right now. About 80% of new car buyers had to pay over the ticket price to drive away in a new car in January. And the average price hit $45,717, and that is $728 above the average sticker price. Now, new parents may have spotted some shortages of baby formula at supermarkets in the past several months. Well, unfortunately, it's probably going to get worse. Abbott Nutrition had to recall lots of Similac, Alimentum, and Elecare brands and powdered formula due to reports of illnesses in babies. Testing so far has shown no product contamination, but the voluntary recall combined with the supply chain problems make it even harder to find baby formula on supermarket shelves. More than 400 Family Dollar stores across the southern states had to temporarily close on Saturday after federal health officials warned of contamination at a company warehouse in Arkansas. The FDA cited that the center was being infested with rats, live and dead, and the company closed the stores in order to remove possibly contaminated foods and drugs from the shelves.
Not the drugs, but didn't you have that problem before, rats?
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know about all they eat.
Now, today is President's Day, like Bill mentioned, and the holiday, we are going to be honoring former commanders-in-chiefs, and apparently there's going to be a lot of cordless vacuums and bargain prices today.
Oh.
A lot of sales, President's Day sales going on today.
Very nice, very nice.
All right, but in case you are wondering, all non-essential government offices are closed. The U.S. Post Office will not deliver mail, and banks will be closed today as well. But stores and restaurants, they're going to be, having a lot of specials today for President's Day. So be on the lookout for that.
Well, for those who, have to go into work today, if you go out to a restaurant or something like that, maybe tip them a little bit extra just for saying thank you for all you do and that you're at work today and I'm off. How about that? How about that?
All right. In Maryland, the jury trials, we've been keeping our eye on that. Well, they are going to resume on March the 7th.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to be back. All courts in Maryland will be fully operational, and they will resume the jury trials in criminal and civil cases in circuit courts across the state. So look out for that date, March the 7th.
Nice for some.
I know, because they've been waiting for their trial to take place, right?
Some would probably still want their trial to wait.
Goodness. Woo. Now, some good news in Ocean City. Ocean City welcomed Governor Larry Hogan to celebrate the anticipated expansion of the convention center.
Yeah, how about
This is great. A project is slated to bring hundreds of jobs to the area. They say that they're looking forward to another very strong summer and the convention center is going to be a big part of it. The town is on the road to economic recovery, and Mayor Rick Meehan says that 45,000 square foot expansion of the convention center is going to provide the space for endless possibilities. Estimated with the expansion is going to generate about $47 to $67 million in new spending and generate $2.5 to $3.5 million in new state tax revenue.
Nice.
Isn't that great?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
And by the way, shout out to Mayor Rick Meehan. We're working on, how we have Mayor Jake Day in Salisbury on every other week, every other Wednesday or whatever. We're working on kind of doing the same thing with Mayor Rick.
Good.
So out of Ocean City. And also, they have tapped yours truly to host the St. Patty's Day Parade, which is back this year in Ocean City. Now,
We're getting ready. We are getting ready.
Power is going to be in the parade. Okay.
I've already started to get my gear ready.
Well, the Voice Radio Network and Power 1017, we're going to be in the parade, like normal, like we do. But I'm actually going to be, up on the big platform at the end of the parade where the judges are, hosting the TV version.
Yeah.
Okay, because what they do is they actually film like a TV, and it airs, I believe, on local cable in Ocean City, Berlin area or whatever.
Okay.
And then also in all the restaurants and businesses around town.
So they will have it.
Yeah, so they're going to be airing that, and I'm going to be one of the co-hosts.
All right.
So thank you, Town of Ocean City, Mayor Rick Meehan. And it was funny because in 2019.
I know. I remember.
It was 2020.
It broke our heart.
It was 2020. I was sitting in Mayor Rick Meehan's office, and we were planning. And that was right before, COVID, right before they started shutting things down.
Yep.
And
we had rooms and everything. We still went to OC.
Well, they started canceling things, and we were like, we really want to get this on. We want to do it. We want to do it. And Mayor Rick said, we have to watch the Baltimore St. Patty's Day Parade. Because if they cancel,
we have to.
Well, he said then it's something.
Yeah.
So we were like, nope, we're good. We're good. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to try to do this. We're really going to try to do this. And I think it was like a Thursday for Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Friday night.
Oh, I remember.
Friday night, the day before, we all get texts or emails saying, we're sorry. We regret to say we're going to have to cancel, whatever. And that was my debut.
Yeah, I know.
That was my debut.
I know.
So, but that was a start. That was like a big event that I'll never forget because it was that was like the first big cancellation in town, and then here we are. So they're going to have it this year. It's going to be huge, and we're looking forward to it. And the St. Patty's Day Parade, I think, is the biggest parade in Ocean City, even bigger than the Christmas parade.
Christmas.
Yeah, for OC.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Looking forward to it.
Got my green hairspray ready.
Jessica will be all extra with it.
I go over the top.
In the power car. So.
I go over the top.
Okay.
But we're ready. We're excited.
So as you were saying, Jess, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. So we're
that's
good.
It?
We're
okay.
good.
All right. Very good.
We'll end it with that.
6:47. It's a Bill and Jessica show. A lot of sports to get into coming up next. Here's G-Eazy. I like this. Mark Morrison.